What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBit Solutions. I'm not too sure if you guys could actually see me or not. Let's go ahead and just confirm. Let me turn off the Bluetooth. All right, there we go. Retrieving your content, boom. All right, so I think you guys should be able to see me. Alrighty, so thank you guys again for tuning in. I'm going to make this video pretty quick, and I'll try to not speak too quickly. I have two stocks that I'm looking at for tomorrow. I'm sorry that I sound a little kind of like my nose is a little stuffy. I'm just going to start sharing my screen, and you guys will be able to see exactly what it is that I'm looking at. I'm using the TD Ameritrade Think or Certain platform. I'm going to break down two stocks. I don't want to give you guys too many options. This is, oh my goodness. These aren't stocks that I would suggest for you to trade. Again, I just want you guys to hear my whole thought process when it comes down to what I'm actually trading, and hope that it can kind of guide you in the right direction altogether. So let's actually, I need to actually bring this down, bring it down right there. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and pull up the Think or Swim. So I hope you guys had a productive day today when it came to trading. So we had a couple callouts that if you guys watched yesterday's video, again, I'm trying to keep these live videos as short as possible. We called out EGLT to see if we can indicate that sign of an uptrend. We said that it had a support at around $1.50. The reason that we saw value in this one, I'm going to keep it very simple. You can do a 90-day analysis. Let's actually go a little bit. No, actually 90-day analysis is just enough. It had a previous support, so I can draw a support line right here. So this is a previous place where it bounced at, and then overall it has a resistance at about $1.50. So this is one of the stocks that we called out for our Sunday stock talk. We were waiting for the confirmation, and today that is what we saw. With that being said, it pulled back intraday, so all within today. It pulled back to lows of, I think 103 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 103. We had a couple traders take position from the bounce at 104 all the way up to 107, and then that's when it started pushing. It broke above 110, and now it started to hold above 110, which is what we wanted it to see. Overall, a couple traders saw about 5% potential for profit. Oh man, I'm sorry that I sound so sick. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to be following up with EGLT. Just wanted to give you guys a quick breakdown on why we called it out. I definitely think that this stock is a stock to follow up with. The reason why is it's very easy to identify the low points and the high points because it reacts very nicely with the VWAP indicators. So the VWAP indicators, if you don't know what it is, it's VWAP. You can search it up on YouTube, and I have a video on it already. But it pretty much, it reacts pretty well when it comes down to, when it bounces as well as when it peaks out. So using the VWAP indicator is pretty good. EGLT reacts very nicely with the volume, and once it really starts picking up, it could really get going, especially when it broke above 105. From 105, it hit highs of 117. That's an 11% potential that this thing offers. Realistically, what I'm aiming for when it comes down to trading EGLT. This is all intraday. I'm going to be waiting for a pullback, and if I can get in anywhere around 108, and I can see it to consolidate the way that it did, and it reacts well again with the purple, with the golden VWAP, so it holds near the support. I would only assume that this VWAP indicator is going to start picking up as EGLT starts to show signs of that upward staircase. And what I mean by that is we could simply look at a 10-day analysis and see that it was showing signs of a downtrend. It is now staircasing up. So first it was at $1, 105, and now 110. Next one is going to be around 115 to 120. So starting to see that signs of an uptrend, confirming the overall big picture. I just have to go to the 90-day chart of the full, my goodness, of the full indication that it could complete this uptrend just like it's done before. But again, we need to make sure that we're holding and breaking above EMA. It's never a perfect picture, but we could see that it scalps up, builds a support, builds up, builds a support, scalps up, builds a support, scalps up, builds a support. So with that being said, this is not a very fast growing stock. You do have to be patient with it, and I think it offers great potential intraday if you can catch it at the low points and the high points, anywhere from 3 to 5%. So if your goal on a weekly basis is to make around 3 to 5%, the best way to do it is to plan for it, right? And there's a lot of activity when it comes down to pre-market hours, but I've been seeing that after these videos that I've been making on slowly breaking them down and asking people, not to trade based on my opinion or any suggestions that I have, because that's not something that we do, but just ask them, hey, if your goal is 5% a week, make sure that you plan for that. So therefore, look at the stocks in your watch list and then focus on one or two that are going to get you there for that 5% profit on a weekly basis. Focus more on quality and less on quantity. And don't trade based on other people's opinion or all the hype that's going on. I had a very bad play with CAPR today. I got in a little bit too much when it came down to the sell-off. I thought I was getting in at the support, and I waited for the pullback. I knew that it was going to pull back for CAPR, and it just came down to, it pulled back a little bit harder than what we expected. My first position, I took a loss. Second position, I was able to not recover all my losses on my initial position, but then it came down to day trading AMD on my initial position, which I recovered more than just my losses on CAPR. But again, just keep it simple. Focus on the stocks that you see value in. Formulate a plan, manage your risk, and if you understand it enough, the low points and the high points and all that stuff, then just keep it as simple as possible. If you have a daily goal of about 2 to 3%, then great. Work towards it, plan for it, and once you achieve it, it's up to you if you want to continue trading. So EGLT is one of the stocks that I plan to day trade tomorrow, just because of the solid uptrend that it's showing at a 5-cent increase on a day-to-day basis. It started off yesterday at about $1. It held and closed above 104. Today it held and closed above 110, which is what we wanted to see. So I think that this has the potential to pull back, hit lows of about 108, and then pump back up to around 114, 115, and then close at that price point. So that would be the proper understanding that EGLT is actually showing signs of an uptrend. And then one of my top stocks that I plan on potentially swing trading, and I actually just got off our our daily Q&A for the mentorship group. It was actually one of them that actually called it out. Again, this is not a suggestion. This is just something that they saw value in, and myself as well. We can do a 90-day analysis. I like looking at these big pictures because of the solid uptrend that IMDZ was showing until it had an increase or a catalyst that caused this huge drop, right? Because of this huge drop, this could be something very similar to, the call out that we had with, what was it, EFX. I'm not too sure if you guys have been with us for a very long time, but we called out EFX when it had bad news, built the support, waited for the break above EMA, and, made over 10% on that position when it came down to the growth that it saw. Now it comes down to, focusing on something with a similar trend, solid company, solid uptrend, unfortunate pullback, but that allows us, for those that take positions at the low point, which then we can later sell at the high point for a profit. Does this mean that you have to swing trade it? No, and that's not necessarily what I plan to do. If I make more than 3% profit tomorrow on this specific position, then that's going to be my plan. So let's look at it a little bit closer and look at it on a 10-day chart. So again, I'm trying to keep it very simple. This is all the potential that it offers if it covers all the way up to $11.30. Do I think realistically it's going to cover all that within a matter of days? No, that's not very realistic. I think its first resistance based on its previous support would be around $5. That makes sense, right? So $5 was a previous support. $5 is a pretty solid price point. What is it the potential that $5 offers? Well, let's do a 10-day analysis and simply take a look. This is the $5 price point, and we could see that that was a previous support when it was having the sell-off. Therefore, if we can start indicating signs of an uptrend, this is my plan, and this is how I plan to break it down. Right now, during aftermarket hours, it looks like it hit the VWAP indicator, hit highs of about 440. I'm going to try to see, and I'm going to go in with half of my position, half of a position. So I'm going to try to go in with about $2,500 first, and then if it starts, increasing value, then I'll add another $2,500. But the reason why is I want to get the confirmation that it's seeing signs of an uptrend. So this is, again, a very simple technique. If I go in with half of my position, and I'm willing to risk about 4% of that position. If I get in at around 420 and I stop loss out, the support should be at $4, so I'll stop loss out at 3.99. My potential for loss is about 4.81%. That's pretty big, but again, I'm going in with half of my position. As it starts to increase in price, I can add, as it breaks 450, I can add, another $2,500. My average price won't be the best, but at least I'm investing in something that's appreciating in value. And intraday, it makes sense because I know that it's continued. If I could see the volume that's following it, if I could see, that it's holding above the purple VWAP and the EMA line, then I'm getting that confirmation that this thing is trending up. With that being said, I can just continue to add to my position, which then I can later sell out the resistance, anywhere from around $4.75 to $5. What's the potential for profit that it offers from around $4.20? Again, I'm gonna, and the reason that I say 420 is because that's right around where the purple VWAP is. So I'm expecting a pullback to the purple VWAP, but not all the way down to the golden VWAP. And the reason why is because if it continues to hold above the purple VWAP indicator, then that's indicating that it's continuing to show signs of an uptrend. So with that understanding, man, I keep saying understanding, I apologize. So with that being said, from 420 to the $5, it offers about almost 20% potential. Again, I will cover and follow with a stop loss anything above 3%. When it comes down to my day trades, if I can lock in 3% per position on my day trades, that's more than enough. Realistically, I want you guys to set realistic goals for yourself. This is just an example on like, yes, this does offer a lot of potential for profit. Does that mean that you have to wait and sell at that exact price point? No, because it might not actually hit $5. It might hit highs of $5.70, $4.75. But if you're following with a stop loss to cover the profits that you've already made, then therefore you can have a better understanding or you can at least take a smarter approach when it comes down to covering the positions or the profits that you've already made. So those are my two top stocks that I am following for tomorrow. I wanted to break it down, make it very simple for you guys, and I hope that did it. Let me go ahead and see, and okay, there we go. Oh man, you guys are asking a couple. If you guys have any questions, and I apologize, I just don't want to make this video too long. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me in the TechBot Solutions Discord chat. For those that are joining us for the first time and don't know really how to get there, feel free to, let me just make sure that I'm closing this right. I do have a getting started video. So it's the 5th or 6th link in this description that will guide you on over. It's a free Facebook group. We have a little bit over 50,000 members. We'd love to have you there if you see value in that. If you don't, then you definitely don't have to. If you guys can subscribe, I do upload daily videos and I go live 15 minutes before the market opens. We don't tell you what to buy. We don't tell you what to trade. I'm not someone that really sees value in telling people what to do. I'm really, especially with the mentorship program, we're really trying to focus on having our traders find their unique styles of trading and building that foundation for them. So showing the importance of consistency, trading quality stocks, managing risk, definitely building that foundation which they can actually build steady sources of income. So that's my goal for each and every person that I choose to mentor. I did want to let you guys know the mentorship program for the following session. I believe we have 2 spots available. So if you guys would like to be part of the session for November, feel free to sign up. That's the first link in the description. And if you guys would like to be part of the following months, all you guys have to do is sign up for the lesson library. And then once we send out the link for the mentorship program, then you simply have to enroll. It's part of the, if you enroll in the lesson library, you can automatically enroll in the mentorship program. It's all included. So thank you guys again for all your time. Again, we'd love to have you as part of the team. When it comes down to big picture, I plan on uploading a video about one of the cars that I recently bought. So if you guys follow me on my Instagram, you guys saw that it was a BMW M3 that I bought as my daily. And a couple people are asking me what is it that I plan to do with it. So I'll make a video about it if you guys are interested tomorrow. About it has a profit margin or a margin of profit, of about $7,500 to $10,000. And again, this is just something that we do on the side. I don't buy these cars every single month or anything like that, but it allows me to make, on average, if I break it down on a monthly basis, anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 a month, like within a year period. And it's just an extra source of income. So I'd love to expose you guys to the market. I've made numerous videos about this already. So I just wanted to make a follow-up video on a new car that I bought that I plan to sell. And it looks like you guys kind of enjoy that video because, it just gives you more exposure on another market that can offer somewhat potential. But we have 3 rules within TechBot Solutions, and I hope that they can guide you in the right direction. You should not invest in any market that you do not understand. You should not invest based on other people's opinion, and you should always have a form of risk management and a plan before taking that investment. So if it comes down to, the stock market, real estate, buying and reselling of different products, any market altogether, there's no question that these markets offer potential. And that they're profitable markets. It's your approach and the techniques and the value that you see in these markets that can guide you in your success. If you don't see value in them, then you simply don't have to invest in them. You don't actually have to invest any real money when it comes down to trading in the stock market. And I always suggest for new traders to open a simulation account, which is fake money, which then can guide you in the right direction, create this full-on exposure of what the market has to offer without investing not even $1. So thank you guys again for everything that you guys do. If you guys enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, and we will see you guys 15 minutes before the market opens tomorrow. Be sure to turn on your post notifications, and we will see you at market open. Take care, guys.